So here, we're having our morning chat. This is Turtle Toe, substitute. Where are we going today?
In the woods?
Yeah, we're going above tree line.
Okay.
And
Will it be sliding?
it might be. I don't know. I kind of don't think so.
Well, I've got my new shoes, so I should be okay.
Oh yeah, the treads are staying on.
Yes.
And then we're going and
Dreadful.
stay at Spalding Lean-To, where there's apparently a homeless guy living.
Well, aren't hikers by definition homeless? I mean, you've been
Not.
in your home in a long time.
No, there's a number of homeless people who try to pretend to be AT hikers. They're not like going to Maine and finishing. Okay. They're just going back and forth and going, oh, nobody knows I'm not an AT hiker. Everybody knows. We're leaving this lovely B&B that we ended up spending the whole weekend in because I felt like my feet needed it. There's predicted thunderstorms. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Care in the shuttle. Thanks, shuttle driver.
You're welcome. Am I shuttle driver or turtle driver?
You've changed back to shuttle driver. I'm trying something new, which is toe sock liners, which are very popular, but I've always just used toe socks. Here we are. Oh, I got fatter in town. Where are we going? Where's the trail? Right here. Getting a bright and early 10 a.m. start. That's because we're not feeling eager. Piazza Rock, Saddleback, the Horn. We're not going to Overton Stream, North Crocker, Highway 27. We're doing a resupply, Highway 27.
Wow. Okay.
And dangerous rock crossing, river crossing. This is not a dangerous river crossing. Crossing the Sandy River. And wow, that's really cool. Very, very nice architecture. My brand new shoes are getting baptized in the mud. Oh boy. Well, that was short-lived. A couple tenths of a mile in, I've already bushwhacked, got stuck in a mud bog, perhaps lost the trail, and that might be the reason for the mud bog. Got stuck between two trees and swallowed a bug. This trail is remarkably nice. I'm still feeling a little traumatized by our first third of Maine. I've developed a bad attitude. I really need to get out of it. It got worse in Rangeley, where we had a nice time, but I had going back out, hanging over my head, and the bogs, and the humidity, which even in the really nice house we were staying in, was just like sweating at night. I even feel like I was dreading getting on the trail this morning, which is not a good thing. And retelling ourselves the stories of people who've dropped out. We read a blog entry from a Triple Crowner who just went through the section we went through, saying how really hard, mentally challenging, stressing it was. And the rain. The rain. We're getting thunderstorms today. Stopping here to wait for Turtle Toe. There's a register and a nice cooling stream. I don't need water, but I probably need some cooling. That's how they put the trail register a mile and a half in. People just can't behave. Looks like you're supposed to do like a form and put it in there, but there's no form. That's a good name. Chip Crusher. It feels like at some point the AT used to be maintained, or this register was put up with high hopes, but just been forgotten. I shouldn't say that. The trail here is really nice. It gets slightly more interesting. These logs are rotting. I like that there's a thermometer. Is it right? Oh, it is. Leave no trace tags, take one seems like an oxymoron. Yeah. Taking the side trail to Piazza Rock, but I can't resist. Whoa, that is something. Great stone monster. This is good. I'm glad I came. I needed to infuse some joy back into my hike. I'm not going to the caves though. There's more. Do I really need cave climbing after Mahoosuc? Probably not. There's a collection of signs, and we are continuing on climbing to Ethel Pond, and then climbing a little more. Slacks off for a while, and then we have the proper climb to Saddleback, which is steep at first. Well, that's not Ethel Pond. That is a true bog. The grand finale to Ethel Pond, which apparently is quite a high pond. It's probably buggy, but I have my net. caves. I do always appreciate a blaze, especially when it's a wall. Walls make you think the trail doesn't go that way. I have a hankering to continue because it is just so still and humid. I don't know if you can see all the sweat dripping off of me. I think it's like 68, but my God, it's humid. I do not feel a need to go swimming in this pond. Probably has leeches too. It's time for the bug net. I'm gonna wear it in the fashionable way. Well, it's dark down here in the dungeon. Yeah. I'm very suspicious of slippery tree roots, and they are slippery today. The rocks are slippery today. We're getting into slightly less grippy rock, not like it was on the border, but I'll take slightly less grippy and hikeable any day over what we were hiking back near the border. I believe this is the Reddington stream. It's been running down the trail for a while. There it is again, and down there. It is noted on Far Out in wetter years, which apparently this is one, that the stream might run down the trail instead of alongside it, and that is true. My fear has been re-upped. Here we are at the very creatively named Moose and Deer Stream. Well, there are a lot of canoes here. They look intact. Even a life jacket. And paddles. I'm tempted, but I've already gone to Piazza Rock, and there are 4,000 footers just ahead, so I probably shouldn't go for a boat ride. Keep my eyes on the prize. More boats. They even have licenses, and they're just hanging out, waiting for a paddler. More boats. Are they trying to tell me something? Huh. Guess we'll save the paddle for another day. I bet I'll have an opportunity. We're crossing the Fly Rod Crosby Trail. Another example of oddly and unnecessarily placed rebar. Maybe I'd appreciate it more if I was going downhill. Nice mellow rebar. This I don't understand, but given what we just climbed and the fact that it had rebar in it, why doesn't this have rebar? Mysteries of Maine. Entering the Crumholtz. From the video, they still look like big trees, but they're not. They're like 8 feet. Pseudo Crumholtz, or proto Crumholtz. This is what we're going to call tree line. Clearly, it's not tree line because there are plenty of trees. Alpine zone might be the more specific title. I think that's Eddy Pond. And a lot of clouds. I'd call that well blazed. This is an embarrassment of cairns, or as Ramdino would say, carns. It's raining, sort of. Definitely low visibility. Definitely no view from the summit. It's foggy and darkish up here. Intermittently raining. But don't be fooled, it's still 68 degrees. It was 70 a minute ago. First blueberries. The summit seems pretty flat, although it is Saddleback, so we're going to go down 400 feet in between the two summits. Looks like we are approaching the summit, and first a little intersection. Oh, we can actually see something. And here comes the cloud. Saddleback Lodge 1.7. Here's the summit. Saddleback. Second 4,000 footer in Maine. How does that look higher? I don't know. I'm just gonna trust the people measuring. The distance is what we're climbing next. Looks like a major peak, but it's not. You go, girl. Those two hikers you saw last, that's what they said to me. You go, girl. And I was like, I don't know what to say to that.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
I fell over in the little trees,
Huh?
except that they weren't soft little trees. They were pointy rocks with a little tree branch over them.
Did you know this is the peak?
Yeah, you told me.
Okay. Saddleback.
Yes.
Next is the Horn. 5.7 today so far. I think we've got 5 exactly to go. I may be looking in the direction of Rangeley, or it might be a little further over in the cloud. That lake I'm looking at is clearly not big enough. Amazing that up here on the peak, the air is still barely moving. This morning I read heavy thunderstorms at 3 p.m. It's exactly 3 p.m. and we are on the peak above tree line and gonna remain above tree line for a while. All that put together says we're really lucky not to be having thunderstorms right now. I think that's the Horn hiding in that cloud.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What is going to happen here? There are storms right over there, and here it's really trying to clear. Which means the weather is improving, because that's west. This is interesting. Information about the Berry Pickers Trail, the trail used for 150 years for locals to harvest berries. A little pond. That's what we just came down from. The cloud is now stuck on one side, and the wind's coming from the other side. A crazy weather situation. Oh my god, it's 78! 78! And it feels like it too! Holy, and I've never seen a tree like that. We're at the Horn. Whew, it's a tough climb. And we have one more tough climb left, but we also have thunder coming in. So we're gonna get off this peak